Hi, welcome back to Therapy Designs. If you're new to this channel, my name is Kelly, and this channel is all about print on demand and Etsy. So if that is a subject that you are interested in, please hit like and subscribe and stick around. So in today's video, I am doing another Etsy shop review of one of your guys' shops. This one is called Threadline Studio. Okay, so they have their own little logo that they made, and it's consistent between the banner and the logo, so that's nice. It is pretty clear and easy to read, pretty simple, so that's nice there. So far, they're a new shop. They've only been around for 3 months. They've had 7 sales and no reviews yet, so we're brand new, just getting started. So let's go ahead and take a look. So first of all, they've got 93 items. So that's pretty good for 3 months. To get up 93 items is, that's a good start here. And we have a featured items collection, and then we have all items coming down here. Now, they do seem to have a pretty consistent theme going with their mock-ups, because what I'm noticing is this sort of grass background. And that's interesting because I haven't really seen that in a lot of Etsy shops, but it does definitely brand their shop. So if you saw that, you might say, okay, I know that this is this brand because they're very consistent with that. I'm not sure that it is the mock-up that I would have chosen, but it is, something that is clear and simple. So I'm not opposed to that. I'm looking at the sections here. Lots of different sections. Some of them have very few, like family. There's only one. And family, streetwear 4, inspirational 5. Neurodivergent seems to be the one that has the most, and by a good amount. And as I look down here, I'm seeing a lot more of the neurodivergent stuff. And so I might say, if I was doing this shop, I might focus more entirely on neurodivergent stuff, because there's a lot that you could do with that. And I might even just get rid of some of the other things unless they happen to also apply to being neurodivergent. And so I see we've got our main section, and they do have some videos there associated with that. So let's go ahead, let's click on one of these and see what we've got here. So this one has had 5 views in the last 24 hours, so not bad, right? So we've got an autism and ADHD shirt here, and it looks pretty cool, but I'm noticing a disconnect right away. So this says Comfort Colors, but this says Bella Canvas. So you're like, is this a Bella Canvas shirt or is it a Comfort Color shirt? Either way, this is not matching up. So that's the first thing that I've kind of noticed here. Again, we have a video. We've got a nice close-up, and I like the close-up. That is totally fine. We've got an on the model one, a few on the model ones, and that's, again, okay. But once we get down to these ones right here, just the plain ones, I probably wouldn't do that. In fact, what I might do would be to limit my colors, because this is a lot of colors, and get rid of some of these light ones, because obviously the white doesn't show up really well on that light pink. I do see we've got the black on there. That's cool. It kind of doesn't show up too good here on the gray. So I would get rid of some of these, and then I would actually get real good mock-ups for every color. So every color I sell, I would have a professional looking mock-up for, and I would get rid of just this plain thing. Also, as I come down here, again, says Bella Canvas sizes, so I'm thinking these are Bella Canvas. So I wouldn't put Comfort Colors then in the title, because then that's misleading. If somebody wants a Comfort Color shirt and it turns out that it's a Bella Canvas, I wouldn't do that. Yeah, so everything says Bella Canvas except for the title. And I'm not usually a huge fan of these kind of cards because you're not selling all of these colors. And some of these look really close together. For example, if you sold natural cream and tan, it would be very hard to tell from here what is what. So what I tend to like to do is just label the individual color of the mock-up, and not necessarily have a card like this. Plus, this is more of a rectangular card, whereas in all these other mock-ups are square. So again, sort of that consistency thing, I would want to make it so that all my mock-ups were square. I would want to improve these mockups, maybe limit the colors, label the color on the mockup, and then get rid of this color size guide there. So those are some of the things that I would do differently. That all looks pretty straightforward. Clothing sizes, cool. Come down to the description here. Again, Bella Canvas. And the description is pretty plain. It's mostly just the description that comes probably from the print company. And cost to ship, $32.18. Now this is coming from the UK, so my guess is it would be totally different if I was in the UK. So this is not something that you're going to sell in the United States, because nobody in the United States is going to spend $32 to ship. But I mean, if you're selling it in the UK, that's probably different. But just thoughts on this very first one. So there's a lot of room, I think, for improvement on these listings. So even though your main image might get people to click, once they get to the actual product page, it's kind of an off-putting. So, you know, you need the rest of it to match the original mock-up. So again, let's try another one. So that one was a Bella Canvas. This one appears to be a Comfort Colors. So again, it says Comfort Colors. This time it does say Comfort Colors here. So this one is a Comfort Colors. So again, we've got a nice close-up, and that's good. A few nice mock-ups, but then back to just the sort of plain ones. And I'm not super fond of these plain ones. I probably wouldn't go with the cream. I don't think that this cream color really looks good with this design. So I do want to pick colors that work really well with the design. Yeah. And again, we've got another one of these kinds of cards. And we have a size guide here for Comfort Colors. So Comfort Color size guide there. So again, these mock-ups need to be better. I would narrow it down so I wouldn't have quite as many colors. I would do no more than 5 colors, honestly. Typically, narrow it down to the 5 colors that look best for your design. Too many choices makes it so that people are a little bit more hesitant to buy. Again, the description is pretty generic. Okay, I do see you put a little link in here to your shop, but I would still expand upon this quite a bit. And then this one says cost to ship $6.65, which is totally different than the other one. So I don't know what the difference is. Probably a different print company. But these are just, you know, some thoughts. I like that we have a sale going. So let me scroll down some more. So again, a lot of cool designs. As I come down here, you know, you've got an announcement, and that all looks pretty cool. Amazing designs for amazing people. Very cool again. You've got something about the owner. Okay, I would go ahead and put an actual picture of you here. I would try to make it more personal. People shop on Etsy because they want the small business. They want the personal stuff. If they wanted something that's more generic, they would go to someplace else like Amazon or a big box store. So making it more personal and putting your picture in there, I think can actually help. Now, right now, you also don't have any social media sites. So I would consider adding in, you know, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, those kinds of things, and that might help again. My thread line, thanks. Okay. So we're up to a good start, and you definitely have a lot of good listings, but at this point, we need to start making those mock-ups quite a bit better. And then I'm not sure if these are the ones that sold. What I would do is say if you've had 7 sales, I would put those 7 sales, or whichever one seems to be getting the most attention, in your featured items section, so that you're featuring the ones that tend to be the most popular. And what if it all works out? I mean, I really like the messaging, and I really like the designs. So mental health teas, I think you can go a long way with the mental health and neurodivergent audience. I think the mock-ups just need to be better. This is Comfort Colors again. Okay. Again, I really like these designs. I think this has a lot of potential. Obviously, it's a different style than a lot of, kind of some of these other ones, but it's cool to have your own style. So what I would do is just try to be a little bit more consistent. I would improve those mock-ups, add some social media, keep growing, and I would try to go ahead and focus this down. Instead of having, for neighborhood stuff, I would focus more on the neurodivergent. You can use more mental health, keep the inspirational, anything that kind of relates to that. And that's the way I would go. I want to show you guys one of my t-shirt listings really quick, just kind of show you what I mean here. So I know I've showed a lot of examples here, but this is one of my shirts. And so here I've got my main image, and I've gone ahead and labeled, the color obviously black. I don't do a lot of, colors that would be hard to notice, but black. I've branded it a little, pretty simple. Then I go to a mock-up on the model. Okay, pretty straightforward. So I've got a male mock-up. But then I've got a features card. So why choose our shirts? And it's going to talk about, this shirt here: tubular construction, regular fit, original designs, direct garment printed. It's got the basic information about the shirt. I've got another mock-up. This one I've labeled navy. I've got another mock-up on the model. So I've got a female on the model shirt. Then I've got a materials card here. So Gildan 64,000, so you know which it is. And so it'll give you the material count there. Another mock-up. So this one's the dark heather. I have a review card. Again, you want to brand yourself and, make it seem like you're very trustworthy. So review cards can help. Another one, this shows another color here. I've also got the size guide, right? So every listing is going to have its size guide. I have a fit guide, another color here. And again, I've labeled the color so you can see how I did that sapphire and put the branding on all of those. One more here. This is a care guide. I've got a policy card here. This is one of the older ones, so not super great looking, but you can see, again, consistent with the styles. So every single one of my cards is square. All of my cards include my branding colors, which is this teal and white. All of my mock-ups are professional looking and they're labeled with the color. I include both lifestyle and then, of course, on the model, the male, the female, and the folded kind of stuff. And so I've got a system. So every design I make is going to kind of include this. If it's a unisex design, all of them are going to include a male model, all of them are going to include a female model, and all of them are going to include the folded model. I'm going to have a professional image for every color that I sell. I'm going to have a, product features card, a materials card, a size guide, a fit guide, and a care guide. For every single shirt, I'm also going to include a review card and a thank you card for every single listing. So this is a system that you're creating so that every single listing looks uniform and it builds trust. Also, as I come down here into my description section, I still have the overall description, the product features section. Now, if you use emojis and break it up, it looks a little bit better. So it's clearer and easier to find different sections. So if somebody was scrolling through here and they had a question about the return policy, it's clear and easy to find. Or if they had a question about delivery times, again, clear and easy to find. So I do have, all of these sections listed out, more scuba designs here. So I click to more scuba designs. And then, of course, about my shop. And if you have any questions, ask me. And so that's just a better description than the one that is given here. So anyways, otherwise, I do think it's a good shop. The pet stuff, kind of feels random, right? So, do neurodivergent or do pets, but maybe don't do both. The funny kind of alpha male trophy husbands don't really need that. So you haven't really found a focus yet. But it feels like most of the stuff is more neurodivergent, and that's probably the way that I would go because it's a little bit more specific. So doctor, physiotherapist. Okay. Nurse. I mean, those are interesting designs and everything. I still think the neurodivergent is probably going to be the best way to go. Yeah. But anyways, keep working on it. It's still a brand new shop, so there's still a lot of time to do a lot of things. I think we're off to a really strong start. And, it's helpful to get all these listings up because we can always come back and, redo the thumbnails after the listing is live. So we can go back to every single one of these listings and improve all of the thumbnails and improve all of the photos and mock-ups. And get it going that way. So I think that this really is a good start. Now, if you have any questions, drop it in the comments section below. I try to get back to everybody as quickly as I can. If you'd like me to look at your shop, you can go ahead and email me a link to the shop now. Right now, my email's changed. It is kelly@therapydesigns.net. My old email, the email account, they blocked it for security reasons, and I haven't been able to access it in a few days. So if you've messaged me at my other email, I have not responded because I have not been able to access it, and I'm trying to access it. But in the meantime, I would go ahead, if you want to message me, at kelly@therapydesigns.net. And if you want to send me a link to your shop, you can do that there too. Again, questions, comments, throw them in the comment section below. I do read all the comments. Thank you so much for all of your kind words. I did just want to do a really quick product placement. I do have my new workbook up and live. So if you are new on print on demand or interested in a beginner's guide, this is up in paperback on Amazon, or you can check out the PDF version on Etsy. I have a link in the description below every single video. So if you're new, check that out. Otherwise, I hope you're doing great, and I do hope to see you guys again. That's it for today's video. If you found that useful and would like to see more videos with helpful tips and tricks, be sure to hit like and subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you don't miss any of the weekly videos. As always, keep growing and stay creative, and we'll see you next time.